of the story. Why are the angels asking this? Well, because before the human beings, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the jinn. And the jinn, Iblis, by the way, Iblis was from one of the tribes of the jinn. There's some minority opinions that say he was one of the tribes of the angels, but this is not taken as authority. He was one of the tribes of the jinn, and the jinn, as a jinn, Iblis, which we call now the accursed, the shaitan, the great shaitan, right? Satan himself. He, before he became mal'oon, before he became cursed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which we'll read, he was someone that was what? He excelled in his devotion to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In fact, some commentators of the Quran say that the jinn,
did you want to upload हिंदी वीडियोस प्लीज दो कमेंट गाइस अगर आप चाहते हो तो मैं हिंदी वीडियोस बनाऊं तो कमेंट्स करें
went and established justice and fixed that situation. Okay, so Iblis, this great abid, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored him in his devotion by having him basically hang out with the ranks of the angels. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam, and Adam alayhi salam, the first human being, was still in a hollowed form. We know that Adam was created from dirt, right? And there's a profound lesson in there for us, that we are created from dirt. Our ikram, our izzah comes from humility. And as Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu used to say, that we are people who are given honor through Islam. Whenever we have sought honor through other than Islam, we have become humiliated. Right? And this is our brothers and sisters in Gaza are bringing back this honor. They're showing us what that looks like. They're showing us what it means to have that resilience rooted in the iman of Allah, to have that resistance rooted in the iman of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, Iblis, there's a narration that he kind of flew through the body of Adam, this hollow body. And he said, what a weak creature. What a weak creature. This was early on. Now, what happens later is Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam is created. And when the angels question Allah, Allah says, Allah knows what you know not. You do not see the potential of their goodness now. You do not see the potential and capacity for their honor now. But you will see. You will see. And then Allah brings Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam. And He tells him to recount their names. وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءِ. The ulama differ as to what this means. Was it all the lineages? Was it all the names of the angels?
Guys, did you want to upload हिंदी वीडियोस प्लीज दो एक कमेंट
And all of the various
गाइस अगर आप चाहते हो मैं हिंदी वीडियोस बनाऊं तो कमेंट करो
Adam alayhi salam has the language to be able to define, to be able to name things. So much of our problems actually come from not naming things properly. You see it in the discourse about Palestine now. People are talking about peace. Oh, we all want peace on both sides. You heard this one? Peace on both sides. Habibi, we all want peace. But what do you mean when you say peace? This ism has a meaning, has a ma'na. What do you mean when you say peace? Because how could you have peace? And how could you be serious about talking about peace that in any way allows for illegal occupation and apartheid to continue? How is this peace? How can you have peace without justice? Which is a prerequisite that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is actually teaching us through these stories. Right? So وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءِ. And then Adam alayhi salam recounted their names. The angels were humbled. We now see glimpses of what Allah's wisdom was telling us about. We see the capacity of these great human beings that are now created with free will. They have the free will to sow corruption, but they have the free will to do the very opposite. Now, we come to another part of the story.